Good evening and welcome to Stellar Cartography. Yep, this is a Star Battle Sudoku from the World Puzzle Federation 2014 Round 4. And this is one I feel I'm going to have to buckle in for, because this one is going to be at impulse speed, not warp speed, because one of my testers took over an hour at this puzzle on their second attempt. So I'm expecting to struggle with this one. I've loved Star Battle Sudoku that I've done in the past, but I haven't done many of them because I haven't encountered many of them. So I'm fascinated by this puzzle. So what is the World Puzzle Federation? So every few months, the World Puzzle Federation runs a competition where they send out packs and make them available, and everyone gets 90 minutes after when they download the pack to submit answers to those puzzles. And you have to enter particular rows or particular columns or whatever of those puzzles in order to submit your answers. Whatever answers that you submit successfully within the 90 minutes give you points. Each puzzle has a different set of points. So you look at the puzzles and you say which ones you think you can solve in 90 minutes. And if you can solve a whole bunch of low value puzzles, then that's great. But if you can solve a couple of high value puzzles, like this one, I believe is a 135 point puzzle. I think the next one down was 90. So you pick puzzles you can do based on their point value, whether you can complete them in time. And if you only solve 90% of the puzzle before your time runs out, you've wasted that time. You have to be sure you can finish the puzzle. I don't like competition solving. I do not like it at all, and I will never compete. But I love the puzzles. And they make the puzzles available in their archive, which I'll provide a link to below. After the competition is over. So you can grab the puzzle and you can try them. And this is what I'm doing. I'm grabbing the puzzles from 10 years ago. This puzzle is over 10 years old. But you can grab the packs from, and there were, I think there's like 12 or 15 or something puzzles per pack. And they're just made available for free. So these are wonderful puzzles because they're designed to be speed solved. Many of them are very approachable, not all of them. There's always a few classics and then some variants. And when you're looking at variants from 10 years ago, it's amazing to see what we were already playing with. Now, yeah, I'm going to get straight into this one because this is going to be a long video. But if you're interested, go check out the archive. I'll provide a link below. This puzzle, Star Battle Sudoku, you may notice this is a big grid. This is an 11 by 11 grid. Why? Because we must place either a digit from 1 to 9 or a star in each empty cell so that each digit appears exactly once in each row, in each column, and in each outlined region. So this is an outlined region. This is an outlined region. So in each region, we have to place the digits 1 through 9. There must be exactly 2 stars in each row, column, and outlined region. Stars cannot touch each other even diagonally. So that means, for example, if this cell here was a star, I could not put a star in any of those cells because if this was a star, they're touching each other. And you cannot have binary star systems in this galaxy. So no stars touching each other even diagonally. They're the rules of the puzzle, and apparently this is solvable, but my testers have come back going, oof. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now, what do I know about Star Battle? I know that any 2x2 region can only contain 1 star. So what you often look for in Star Battle is a situation where you have a 2x2 region and that then forces something into another one. Like, for example, because I have to have 2 stars in this region, if I was to put, I just saw this one, if there was a star in here, if there's a star in here, there must be a star in here. I can't put both stars in here. So there is at least 1 star in here. Okay, so there is a star. I think there has to be a star in here because of these regions. So this is 2 regions of the Sudoku. This is 2 regions of the Sudoku. And if I don't put a star in here, I have to put, if I don't put a star in that 2x2, then there's a star in there and a star in there. which means there's no star in any of those, and I'd have to put 2 stars in there, and you can't put 2 stars in a 2x2. So there must be a star in there. Well, I can do this straight away. There is a 4. Where is 4 in this column? 4 can't repeat in the region, so it's in one of those 3, and that 4 looks across. So there's a 4 in one of those 2. Similarly, 9 isn't in any of those, so 9, oh, it's right there. That 9 places the 9 there. That's cool. Can I continue with 9s? 9 is not there or in any of those or any of those. 9 is in one of those 3. 9 in this region can't be in those. That 9 sees all of those. So 9 is in one of those 2. Well, that's interesting because these are lining up. So 9 in this region has to be in column, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, column 7 and column 8. So 9 in this region has to be in column 7 or 8, and 9 in this region has to be in column 7 or column 8. So I can never place another 9 in column 7 or column 8. Yeah, I don't know if that's helping me yet. Ooh, 4. 4 has to go in this region. That's a 7. And I can't put 4 there. So that's a 4. Meanwhile, this 7 has to go down here. That digit and... yeah, 7 has to go in one of those 2. Just doing some irregular Sudoku. I haven't even really looked for star battle tricks yet. And that digit will go in there with that. 3 is not in any of those. Or in any of those. 3's in one of those 2. That 3 sees all of those. That 3 sees both of those. That 3 sees all of those. 3 is in one of those 2. There's not many cells in this region that aren't free. So if I was to put a star here, for example, this... okay, let's mark cells that can't be star. Let's grey out cells that cannot be star. These all cannot be star. I don't think that... oh no, that could be a star. I was thinking I don't think this could be a star because I couldn't put a second star, but I could put it there. Because if I put a star here, all of those are not star, but I could put both of them there. Okay. Where's the 4 in this region? It's in one of those 3. No, it's not. Where's the 4 in this region? So those 2 4s are knocking out all of those, and that 4 is knocking out those. The 4 is in one of those 2. So 4 can't go there or there or there. 4 is in one of those 2. That's interesting. 4 is in one of those 2, and 4 is in one of those. So that's taking up the 2 4s for these rows. So 4 is in one of those 3 cells in this region. Is it this region that it's tricky to play? Yeah. Where do I put 4 in this region now? Because 4 is now lining up in these 2 rows. So I can't put any more. So if I was to put a 4 here, that would be a 4. And where would I put 4 in this region? I couldn't do it. I can't put 4 in any of those cells or any of those cells. That 4 looks up. That is a 4, which is not a star. Okay. I keep looking for more star battle, or for any star battle to do. This sees 1, Well, hang on. This can't be a 3. Because this 3 means 3 in this row has to be in this region. So this can't be a 3 because of that 3. So it could be a 2. Can't be 3. Can't be 4, 5, 6, 7. It could be a star. I'm going to use 0 to mark a possibility of a star. So it could be a star. It could be 2. Can't be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It could be 8. So this is 0, 2, or 8. So down here, it's 0, 2, 8, or 7. I mean, that one can't be a 2, but I think any of them could be 8. Okay. Five is not in any of those. So 5 is in one of those 3. That doesn't feel great. No. Wow, I am stumped. Three in this column. 3 can't be in any of those cells. There's already a 3 in the region. Can't be there. There's one in the row. Can't be there. Can't be there because of the row. Can't be there. There's one in the region. Can't be there. There's one's in the region. 3 is in one of those 2. That 3 looks around saying, that's not the 3. That's the 3. Okay. So is the trick 3s? Because I've got quite a few of them now. 3 in this row. It's not in any of those. It's not in any of those. I've got 3 down here. So is it 3 in this column? Can't be in either of those. Can't be in any of those because 3 is down here. It's not here. I've got a 3 in the region. Can't be here. There's a 3 in the row. 3 is in one of those 3. So that's the 3 in this region up here. So that couldn't be a 3. So is it 3 in this column? Or is it 3 in this column? Well, 3's not there or there now, or in any of those. 3 is in one of those 3. No. 4 is not in any of those. Or any of those. 4 is in one of those 2. Hang on, I've broken the puzzle. Oh, there's already 4 in the region. Irregular can break your brain. So 4 isn't in any of these. Oh, I've already got the 4 in this region. I don't have the 4 in this region, though. It's not there. It's not in those. It could be there. It's in one of those. No, it's not. Because 4 in this region has to be in one of those columns. And 4 in this region is in one of those columns. So I can't repeat 4 down here. Because if I put 4 here, then 4 would not be able to be placed in this region. And if I put 4 in here, 4 would not be able to be placed in that region. So 4 can't be placed in any of those cells. That's a 4. Which means that's not a 4, and that's a 4, which is not star. Is any of this giving me star stuff? Because I can only put 1 star in a 2x2, but I'm not seeing like a 2x2 that locks anything out yet. Well, hang on. There had to be a star in this 2x2. Because if there's no star in this 2x2, then there's a star here and there's a star in here. There's no star up here, and then I've got to put 2 stars in this 2x2. So there must be a star in that 2x2. So there's a star in one of those two, and the next trick means that I cannot put a star here, because then that would knock a star out of both of those. So there's no star there. Okay. Three in this row is over here. I don't know about 3 in this row. Well, hang on. These 3s are lining up. So there's no 3 in any of those. There's no 3 there. There's no 3 there. 3 is in one of those two. Three in this box. It's not in those. It's not in those. No, I don't see it. Sorry, I'm struggling a bit. I'm not sure which digits to look for. 6 in this box isn't in any of those. Oh, that could matter. Because this 6 sees all of those, that 6 sees all of those, and this is a 3-9. So 6 is in one of those. It's not there. So 6 is in one of those 3, which means 6 up here isn't in any of those. It's not quite enough, is it? Nine. Oh, no, I've got 9 in this region. I don't have 9 in this region. It's in one of those 3. It's probably something naked singlish. Because I look at all the regions and I can't see any cell where if I put a star, it causes a problem. Like if I make that a star, I can still, like it knocks out all of those, but I've still got places for stars. I'm not seeing star restrictions yet. There'll be something. Like if this is a star, none of those could be a star, and I'd have to fit 2 stars into here. But I can do that. Four in this row. It's not in any of those. It's not in either of those. It's not there. It's not in either of those. And it's not there. That's a 4. 4 can't be in those. There's 1 in the region. Can't be in those. There's 1 in the region. Can't be there. It sees 1. Can't be there. It sees 1. And the 4 in here has to be in those two. Why? Because I can't repeat 4 in the column. 4 can't be in any of those. That's a 4. That's cool. Now 4 in this top row can't be in any of those, can't be in any of those. That's a 1, 5. That's the 4. That's not the 4. So that is a 4. So where don't I have 4 now? Here, here. But that 4 looks down saying that's not a 4. So that's the 4 in the box, which looks across saying that's not a 4 and that's a 4. Is that all the 4s? That's all the 4s. Cool. Now, did that give me any star battle restriction at all? If that's a star, there's a star in one of those two, but I can still do that. Six in this region. No, it's different to that. 6 in this region. Can't be in any of those, because 6 in this region has to be in this row. So because the 6 in this region has to be here, and that's 6, and the 6 in this region has to be down here, because it can't be in any of those 3 cells because of that. So the 6 is down here. So none of these can be 6. That can't be 6. That can't be 6. 6 is in one of those two. Which means up here, 6 cannot be in those, because of those 3 6s, it can't be in those. It's in one of those two. That 6 looks across. That is a 6. Now, 6 can't be in any of those, any of those, any of those two. Can't be there. 6 is in one of those two. This can't be a star now. This can't be a star, because if it was a star, where would I put the second star in the region? Because it would knock out all of those. That is not a star, which means the star in this 2x2 must be in one of those two. What is this digit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 in this row? Can't be there. There's one in the region. Can't be those. There's one in the region. There's a 6 in all of those. That's the 6. Oh, what a nupty. If I was to mark those 4 rows, it's just law of leftovers. If I mark those 4 rows, those are 4 complete regions. So there's 4 complete regions in there, because it's 4 sets of 1 to 9 and 8 stars, because that's what rows are. But regions have the same consistency. So if I toggle 4 regions, 1, 2, 3, and 4, those digits, I missed that one, have the same digits in them. That 9, so the ones below this line, these digits are the same as those digits. That 9 matches that, that 6 matches that. There must be a 2 in here. So this 2, 6, and whatever that digit is goes up here. So there must be a 2 up here. And it's not there. So there's no 2 up here. The 2 is in one of those. And it's not there. The 2 is in one of those two. Can I do the same at the top? Yes, I can. Those 4... It's those 4 regions. And if I unmark regions or toggle regions, I get that 4 added. I remove this region completely. I add that 2 and remove that region completely. And then I remove this region completely. And those 2 digits are those 2 digits, and that becomes a 2, which is not a star. And now I can use a trick. There must be a star in, there must be 2 stars in this region. If I put a star here, I knock out all of the others. If I put a star here, I knock out all of the others. Neither of those can be star, and there must be a star in here and a star in here. That knocks a star out of there, because if I put a star there, there's no star in either of those, and it knocks a star out of there. This could still be a star if both of the stars are over here. But these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could be 6, can't be 7. So these are 6, 8, and 9. There's no 6 there. That's an 8 or a 9 only. 6 is in one of those 2 cells. Can I get 6 down here? 6 can't be here. The 6, oh, those 2 look up saying that's not the 6, that's the 6, which is not a star. So 6 in this region. It's not here because of that 6. That 6 looks down. That pair of 6s looks down. That 6 looks down. That's a 5. That 6 looks down. That 6 looks down. 6 in the corner. And these are the only 6s I haven't placed yet. This cell sees 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be 5. It sees 6, 7, 8. If there's no star in here, the stars are in those 2 positions. Oh no, they've still got that cell. There is a star in one of those 2. I could put a star in both of those. What is that? No, I've got a star. I have found my first star, and it's there because this region, none of those are stars, and I can only put 1 star in a 2x2. So if this wasn't star, I'd have 2 stars to put in a 2x2, and it doesn't work. That is a star, which means none of these are star, which means this is a star for that little domino, and I can unmark that. And there is a star in there. This isn't the 7 anymore because that's a star. That's the 7, which is not star. But hang on, these 3 cells are those 3 cells. So if that's a star, that's a star. Which means it's not, well, it's not 2 or 8, it is star, which means none of those are star. Because if that wasn't a star, I'd have to put 2 more stars in this region, and I'd have 3 stars in the row. Starting to do some star battle. Starting to. I know I'm not very good at it. People who are experienced to star battle are going to be laughing at me. Is there more irregular, like law of leftovers or something I can do? I'm more concerned about these grey cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. That's not a 9. This column? Oh, this column has 2 stars in it. These are not star. So this is star, which means this is not star, which means this is star to put the second one in the region. This is not a 2 anymore because it's star, which means that's 2. But this being a star means neither of those are star. These now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are a 7, 8 pair. And the 7 is looking up, making that the 8 and that the 7. I've got a region done. Stellar Cartography has successfully mapped region, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, why not? Sector 4 has been successfully mapped. Stellar Cartography earns a bonus this cycle. Okay, now. There now must be a star in this domino. There must be a star in this domino, because where do I put the second star? And there is a star in this domino, which means I cannot put a star in this domino, because if I put a star in either of these, there's no star here. So there's no star in this domino, which now means there must be a star in that domino. But these are only from 4 possible digits. 1, 2, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 5, and 6. 1, 5, and 6 are seen from there. That's the 2. 5 is seen there. 1 is seen there. And there's a 1, a 5, or a 6 down here. Well, there's no 6 down here. So 1, 5, and star. So 0, 1, 5. There's no 1 here. But I can do the same in this column, can't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are from 1, 7, 8. There's no 1 there. I don't have it there. But what am I missing from this region? I've got to put a 2 in this region, and it's not there. It's not there. That's a 2. These are 1, 7, 8 and a star. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a star. Right, where's the extra star in the region? That is a star. So this is not a star. That now, well, I know what these 2 digits are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. Well, where's the 8 in this region? Because this is an 0156. That's the 8. So that's the 5. This is really cool, assuming I haven't made an absolute fuster. Sorry, I should say cluster, because stars come in clusters. There'll be obvious star battle that BremSter is completely oblivious to. Oh, 9 in this row. I already know it's in one of those 2. So there's a 1, 7. So these are from 0, 1, 7, 8. There's no 7 there. There's no 1 there. But I need to put 2 stars in this region, and none of them are in here. So there's 2 stars in this region. Well, one of them is in this domino because the rest of the column is full. So this domino must have a star in it, which means this cell is not star. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 5 or 9. It's not 5. It sees a 5 in the region. That's a 9. That is not a 9. That looks down saying that's not a 9. That's a 9. So this is not a 9. Hang on, did I do that wrong? Maybe, yes. 5 or 9. No. Wait a minute. 5 or 9. This is not a... No, wait a minute. 5 or 9. Why did I say that had to be a 9? Because, right, hang on. It sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. It is 5 or 9. And because of that 5, it is the 9, and neither of those are a 9. That is correct. But the 9 looks down saying, that's not the 9, that's the 9. Cool. Sorry, when I saw there were 3 9s pencil marked, I got a little discombobulated. So what's these digits? This, it can be 1, it can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, 8 only. So there's either a 3 on this or down there. There'll be a star battle trick I have not understood, or I don't understand, or I'm just wrong. Like there's a star in one of those 4 in order to put a second star in here. So there's 1 star up here. This region. That can't be a... No, it could be a star. No, this can't be a star. If this was a star, none of those could be a star. That would have to be a star to be the Oh no, I've got that cell. If that was a star, that would be a star. And I would be fine. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing my best. I know it's not very good, but... So what regions do I need to find? This can't be a star, surely. If this is a star, none of those are star, and there's only 1 star in this region. That is not a star. One of those is... If that's a star, that's a star. What are these? 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5, not 6, 7, 8. 1, 5, 7, 8. There's no 5 in either of them. So this is a 1, 7, 8 triple. So 5 is in one of those 2. Is it this column? Where's 5 in this column? 5 is on this domino in this column. Can't be here, there's 1 in the region. Can't be in any of those. Can't be here, there's 1 in the region. This is a 5 star. So this is a 7, 8 pair. This is 5 and star. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 8 and star. One of them is an 8. The other one is a star. So this is a 0, 8 pair. So close. This is 0, 5. But this is 1, 7, 8, isn't it? So that's not a 1. That's a 0, 5 as well. So that's a 0, 5 pair. So that is a 6. That is a 1. There's no 1 there. So that's a 0, 7, 8. That's a 1. Taking 1 out of those, that's a 7, 8 pair. So 1 in this region? What are these? 2, 3, 5. 0, 2, 3, 5. Now that can't be 3, that can't be 2, that can't be 0, that can't be 5. So 1 is in one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, all I know is 1 is in one of those. There must be a star in one of those. Does there have to be a star down here? No, I could put the star in 2 of those and then there. Ah, I'm missing star logic. There has to be a star in at least one of those. Or both. Man, I have not been solving this one quickly. But I'm trying. Very, very trying. So is it 9s? 9 in this row. It's not here or any of these. That 9 means it's not in those. That means it's not there. So it's in one of those 3. 9 in this region is in one of those 3. So where's the third 9 in these columns? Does that mean 9 has to be down here? Because I can't put it in... Right. There has to be a 9 in one of those 2. Because if I don't put a 9 in one of those 2... Right. Hang on a minute. There's got to be something. 9 in this column. Can't be there. Can't be there. No, 9 in this column. Can't be in any of those. Can't be there. Can't be in any of those. So these 2 regions are taking up the 9s in those columns. Hang on, but I just said 9 had to be down here. Oh, that's not a 9. So 9 isn't here, or here. 9 is in one of those 2. Oh, that's been there for ages. So that's not a 9. That's a... Sorry. It is easy to misscan. That's a 9. Does that do anything? I'd much prefer to find a star. Yes. There's a star there, and there must be a star in one of those 2. Neither of those are star. Now I've got to get 2 stars into this region, but I can't put them both there. They see each other. That is a star, which means none of those are star, which means both of those are star. That is huge, because now I've got the 2 stars in this column. None of those are star. That's a star. Where's the second star? I can't put them both there. That is a star, so this is not a star, and this is a star. This is not 0, or this is 0 or 8. It is now 0. There must be a star on here. That can't be the star. That's the 8, which means that is not star. The second star in this row is there, which means neither of those are star. They are not zeros. This is a 2, 3, 5. That is the final star in this row. That is not star, and that one is done. And I know by pencil marks, that's the 5 and that is not. That looks over making that 0 and that 5. So that is star, that is not star, and I can get rid of the domino marking there. I found something awesome. Don't need to put a 0 in though. That's fatuous, completely useless and not needed. Now, I've still got to put 2 stars in this region. That must be a star because I got to put 2 stars in this region, and then there's 1 in this domino. But there's already, going back to colouring, all of the stars in this column. Those are not star. That is star. I can unmark that domino. Now this is cool because this is a 2, 3, 5 triple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 1. That star sees that cell. That is not star, so that is the second star. Giving both, that's not the 9, that's the 9, but that's both stars in the row. That is not star, that is star. I have to put 2 stars in column whatever this is. So these are the 2 stars in the columns. That completes that row for stars, and it completes that row for stars. I've completed column 1 for stars, so these are the 2 final stars. 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars. This isn't me rating the puzzle. This is me counting what I've found. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. That's not a 6. That's the 6. 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 in the region, 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 2 in the region. Yes! Okay, I found all the stars. Now I'm just doing an irregular Sudoku with some gaps. I've got, oh, that's not the star. That's the 8. That's the 9. That 8 makes that the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 and 8. That 5 makes that the 8 and that the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 7. Could have done it in the region. I'm just doing what I find. I'm not pretending to be amazing at this. I am just trying to find stuff. This has been spectacular. 1 in this column is now in one of those. Now let's look at this column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 3, 5, and 8. There's no 5 at the top. But there can't be 3 here because 3 in this column has to be in one of those. So that's the 8. That's not a 3. 3 is in one of those 2 because of that, so that's not a 3. So 3 is not in any of those. 3 is in one of those 2, lining up. So we've got this weird shape that you sometimes see in Sudoku. Let's look at column 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are a 1, 2 pair. That 2 makes that the 1 and that the 2. That 1 takes 1 out of there, giving me a 7, 8 pair in the column. So these are a 1, 3 pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are a 2, 3 pair. And there's a 2 in that region. That's the 3, that's the 2. Makes that the 1. That means that's the 3. This is 7 or 8. Yes, this is 7 or 8, giving me a 7, 8 in the column. But the 3 looks down saying that's not the 3, so that's the 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 and 9. So these are 5 and 9. I can use that 9 to make that the 5, and that becomes the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which makes that the 8, which jumps by region to there to make that the 7. The 8 looks down, making that the 7, which makes that the 8. 1, that's a 2 by Sudoku. these 3 digits are 1, 3, and 5. So 1, 3, 5. There's no 5 there. There's no 3 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 6 and 8. The 6 looks up making that the 8 and that the 6. The 2 looks down making that the 5, which makes that the 3 and that the 2. The 3 looks up making that the 5, which makes that the 1 and that the 3. The 7 looks down making that the 8 and that the 7. And this is the 1 to complete the region. 46 minutes, 29 seconds. I'm really happy with that time. That puzzle is amazing. I've had a few comments of, I don't like the Puzzle Federation puzzles. They're too easy. Some of them have been. This one, if you found this too easy, okay. There are places you can get harder puzzles, but this was, I think this is a perfect in the difficulty challenge rating for what I find like good. Like anything that gets to the point where it's an hour-long solve, I start losing interest most of the time. Not always, but most of the time, because it just happens. Finding an hour is tricky for most people in their day. This is really good. I love this one. That was great. And this is a 10-year-old puzzle. If this was made today, people would rate this really well, I think. And yet it's a 10-year-old puzzle. Don't know who made it, but props to... If you're the person who made this puzzle, phenomenal work. Absolutely stunning. I just want to see more of these. Like, why can someone do a book of like 250 star battle Sudoku like this? Because I'd love that. That would be a wonderful. Like, would I spend like 3 months just doing star battle Sudoku on the channel? Maybe. Would everyone grow bored of it? Not me. I mean, maybe I would. But man, I'd love to explore these deeper. Just so good. Thank you everyone for watching. If you did, if you didn't, well, but those of you who did, thank you. I hope you liked and subscribed and all the good stuff, because that makes YouTube happy. Makes me happy too, but YouTubers mostly. Thank you to the new members. There's been a few people who've joined as members on the channel and seeing all these videos as sneak previews, because I tend to post somewhere between 5 and 10 days in advance. So thank you to my new members. And as always, good luck with your solving.